How you doing, everybody? Here's a quiz question for you. When was the last time the city of Oakland released an economic development strategy? I'm waiting. This is 2025, right? I'm waiting. Time's up. 2020. Yep, July 18th, 2018. Supposed to cover that period, and it was supposed to be released on 2020. It was. And this time, the city put out an RFP to have an economic development strategy done last year, but no one answered it. And I got the call about that a year ago plus. So here we are into 2025. This is the 20th of March. There's still no economic development strategy. Economic development strategies are not hard to write. And what I think the problem is that the people charged with writing it believe it has to be this super accurate document that counts every business. It is a strategy document. It is not a survey document. You're not taking a survey. The strategy should take a 30,000-foot view of where the city has been economically, where it's at, and where it could go based on different scenarios, and include the proper political, legislative, and economic development levers to pull to guide the city in one direction or another. Also, lay out those winds of change that these levers are literally working against in some cases. But to say, well, gee, we don't have data for this or that, there's no reason not to do a strategy. Because if you're doing that, then you don't know what a strategy is. A strategy basically says, all right, we're going to focus on developing businesses in this sector. And then what kind? Large, medium, small. And then what are the needs of small businesses? Also, what kinds of plans do you have to help them? And what are people talking to you about on the street? Right? So you know what the problems are. What you do is you take one sheet of paper and lay out, first of all, a set of goals and objectives for your economic development strategy. Keep them on one page. Discipline yourself. And then fill in those goals and objectives with answers to the question of how you're going to get there. And that goal and objective period should be 5 years to 10 years. What will it take to get there? Highlight the key problems. One of them should be, hey, businesses are having a rough time because they're getting held up. Okay, so fine. What programs exist for you to handle that, and how well are they funded or not? And if they're not in existence at all, how long does it take to get them in existence? Right? There is no such thing as the perfect plan or strategy, but there is such a thing as failing because you don't have a plan. And right now, Oakland doesn't have a plan. It's flying blind. It's flying blind. And you can't just say, well, okay, I don't know how many undocumented workers we have or undocumented businesses we have. That's for the business license people to worry about. What you're worrying about is you have to answer the question, how do I service these folks? How do I get services to them? I'm not concerned with whether or not they're undocumented so much as I have a package that they can use to get what they need, to get certification in their area, business license, a space. If they can't afford a space, then establish an incubator. That's what we used to do. And we used to do that with tax increment financing, all right? This is not hard to do, but you got to get it done. And for the city to not do it, it's just like, hey, we're tossing it out to somebody else. That there isn't talent to do it means that the city has to create talent. Or, hey, you know what? You having a problem? Call me. I will write an economic development plan, strategy plan for the city for $5,000. Okay? And I'll have it done within 2 months. Actually, a month. It doesn't take long. That needs to be done. It really does. Hey, take me up on it. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark oaklandnewsonline.com. We'll see you.